you've got my number. And he like, just gets up and walks away.
All right. I guess I head back then with Krax and tell the crew what our new mission is, and that we'll be making a detour to Omega on the way there. I'm not sure if it's on the way. I'm just guessing. Like we'll go to Omega, and then we'll go to Therum and be like, hey, how about those batteries, right? Can we have some?
Omega.
Fine.
Sounds good.
Okay, so you go and you speak to them. Do you want to like RP that with them at all? Or are you more than happy to just be like, no, we just go there, or like we all agree to
Unless
it?
someone has anything that they want to raise up, like.
I think we're fine with it, right?
Yeah, I don't think anyone has any objectives.
It's just a good job. You know, the interesting stuff will come up closer. There's maybe some stuff to do on Omega when we stop off there, but we need to get there. Is Tremi on the ship?
Tremi would have grabbed all of her things and she would be just getting onto the ship. Pretty much like as everybody's finishing their deals and all that stuff kind of a thing. Because it took her like more than a day to get her shit together to get onto the ship because she had to close out other stuff she was taking care of and gamble some more to get onto the ship. So she does actually get to there the next day or whatever.
All right, that's fine. One more thing, do we want to split the 4,200? Do we want to split that between people? Because I took the 100 for her out of
I
that.
would keep it on as a ship fund for now.
I'm fine with that.
Ship fund's probably better.
Because we can always pull from the ship fund if, like, oh, someone needs a really nice gun.
Yeah. Okay. Just
So, Scott, what's Tommy's reaction when she comes onto our ship?
So yeah, it's a really good one. So like, let's say you're literally waiting for her, like waiting for her to come onto the ship. So she walks up to the ship and she comes to the outer airlock and she's just like, "What the fuck is this?" I mean, Winnie, I know you like to challenge yourself, but this is a suicide run.
Excuse me. Do you know the amount of work I've put on this ship? It's beautiful.
I'm sure you've put years into it. Does it fly?
Beautiful. Not years. Like days.
It flies just fine.
Days.
Are you sure? Have you checked the engines?
The engines are fine. It'll fly.
Oh.
The ship works functionally far better than it did several weeks ago.
Oh, that sounds. Do we even have weapons on this thing? And she's like looking around and for any form of weapons.
We'll fill you in on like the specific details of the ship that she needs to know.
Just hear Krax like from his storeroom, also the armory. Just like, yeah, there's plenty.
So
I
when
imagine
she's
Krax's bedroom is the armory. He's just got guns everywhere.
It is the storeroom. The storeroom is the armory.
Beautiful.
It is also his bedroom.
so where with the ship there when she gets on and she like looks at the weapon, she's like, "We have a couple of pea shooters." Is like her response to it. When she sees like the speed of the engine, she's like, "Oh, so we're limping, okay." And then like it's pretty much everything she comes across and looks at the for the ship. She's like, "Oh, okay." And she comes up with like some sort of like insult for like the low quality it is. Everything's like low garbage stuff. But then again, she also comes from a background of working for the Taurian military as a pilot for their military vessels, where that was state of the art until
Yeah, Turians are the biggest military fleet in the galaxy, basically.
they have the best one. So like literally every aspect of it, she's like shitting on it. Like this is just garbage. Okay, so just to give you guys an understanding of how it is that you're going to go, do you all have a galaxy map? If not, I'm actually going to...
I do. I can't even find any of the places on it, though.
Oh,
But it might just be I'm blind as hell.
hold on. I'm trying to like get it over to you because I'm looking at it on a different computer than the one that we're
I would be
looking at.
complaining to Winnie about how negative her friend is at this point then. Ironically becoming negative myself.
Give me 1 second.
Our ship has character. She'll see it soon.
Our
What's up
character
with fly?
is piece of crap.
Character is far better than it was when it was in human hands.
I think it's beautiful.
I think it might become beautiful one
Okay,
day.
I just posted inside the Discord, but now I'm going to post it inside the
Twitch.
inside Twitch. Just because I had to transfer the link to between the two different computers. There we go. So there's the map I'm looking at. You guys are in the Serpent's Nebula. This is a beautiful, huge map. You guys are in the Serpent Nebula, which is the bottom left of the of the thing. So you guys in the Serpent Nebula, and what's your name? Rick, you want to go to the Omega Nebula. And again, anybody that's watching on Twitch, there's a link right there, so you can click on it and follow along if you'd like. So more or less, it's two jumps to get to the Omega Nebula, which is directly north of the galactic core. So yay, there's that there. However, where Therum is, that is very far out there. It's actually bottom right-hand corner, very, very far away. So from the what's it called? From the Citadel itself, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps. But from Omega, it looks like it is 1. Oh, geez, this is gonna be a difficult one. Hold on. To backtrack to. Yep, none of those go there. So we need to go from here up to, it looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from Artemis. So you're going to go 2 jumps to get to Omega, and then 5 from Omega to get to the Artemis Tau. And again, every jump is a period of time. So
I was hoping he wouldn't be there.
A jump lasts for, Frank, correct me if I'm wrong, a jump lasts for, give or take, it's like a hex is how many days?
Oh, God. I don't remember.
I think a hex is 6 days or something like that. That's how it goes. I'll have to double check.
Yeah, I'll check.
Give or take. So I think because the way how far these things are, it's like every jump counts as 2 hexes. So if you want to check that really quickly, every jump counts as 2 hexes. There are longer ones though that exist that are longer. Like if you look at say the jump between the Celestine Rift to the local cluster, like that is like a 4 hex jump. Like that's huge. You know what I mean? So anyways, yeah, so you're going to be doing this. You all get onto the ship. You have your conversations with her. She settles in fine. How is it you want to do bedroom space? Krax doesn't need a bedroom. He literally just sleeps with the weapons over in like the armory area.
We only have 3 beds.
There are the 3 beds, but not everybody sleeps at once anyways. So if she's the primary pilot of the ship, who's the secondary? Who like looks over things when she's not actively flying?
Well, that would have to be me, right?
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Only have a person who knows how to fly a ship. Yes.
Okay. I mean, again, the VI built into the ship can take over.
Sure, it flies itself.
Well, yeah, it's you put it on autopilot for certain periods of time or whatever, right?
Yeah, I'm still gonna crash as soon as I take control.
Yes, that will happen.
Edie, take us to paradise.
So anyways, you guys are on the ship. You're flying. You're good to go, and making your way there to the Omega Nebula. Oh, Aaron, if you could roll. No, it's not Aaron. It's NPC. I didn't roll the stats. I'm totally gonna stream generating this character. It should be lots of fun. But for now, I'll just use the stats of Homie McDeadman.
That's good because he was a killer pilot.
He was. For now, I'm going to use his stats. We're not going to be able to just run with this running
She's
forward.
going to be working real hard to impress us with these bonus stats that she totally won't have in a couple of weeks.
We'll see. We'll see.
Might not have the quasar luck, but she'll have the piloting rolls.
She has a +3 to the roll, which is amazing. I mean, we're
By the
really
way-
going to get you guys a better engine. You know what I mean? To make things even better. So for now,
Just interject real quick. We did get the computers and whatnot from the old ship. Would we, in those weeks, have had time to try to upgrade the navigation computer to get a +1 to piloting?
you wouldn't have had
Because-
enough time to work on that.
Okay.
Because of everything else that you did, you wouldn't have enough time to work on that, or to even see if they function. Okay, let me see. This NPC name is NPC. Intelligence. We'll just give it +1 intelligence for now. That's fine. So not quite his role. And then piloting we'll give to a skill level 1, and we'll roll it. Pilot intelligence, and see what happens. Oh!
We crash and burn.
First roll is a 6. Oh man, that's not so good. What's it called? Spike, right? Called spike. Spike jump. Oh god. Cost spike drive. Where's the actual jumping?
113.
113 is for the actual jumps.
I think so.
Thank you. And I'm pretty sure it's DC 8. So the base difficulty is a 7, but then for additional things make it so you guys are not going uncharted. The things aren't old. Nothing's rushed. So she fails by 1. Now again, when you fail by 1, per 2 full hexes. Ooh. No, yeah. She failed by 1, so she can sacrifice a system to make it function, to go fine. So when this happens,
Not the weapons.
do you drop the weapons again?
No, we need those this time. We're going to Omega space.
Yeah. Well, you can stop before you get to Omega Space, and you can stop inside the Eagle Nebula, which is part of the Terminus systems. Terminus systems are not the greatest of areas, but they're not the worst either. So, do you want to, in the Eagle Nebula, stop for a while to repair, or do you want to just keep making your way to the Omega?
What system breaks?
Wait, we could. I'm giving you the option to choose a system because you lost by only one.
Break like the boarding, the whole boarding shunt thing. We won't even need that for a while, probably.
Okay, give me one second. Oh man, so ship crisis. Let's see your options here.
But it just fix that.
If it can just disable any system, it makes sense that it could disable that one.
It's not. You usually can't just disable any system. I'm being nice because it's a fail by 1. Cargo loss, crew loss, engine loss. You can lose shields. System damage. Randomly picks weapons, fittings, or engines. You don't want fittings because you actually have something attached to your ship.
That's specifically why
We
we're
just
going.
go in through the massive the relay and just the shuttle just.
I like to imagine her just going whoops.
So
We
you know
just
what
see the shuttle
happens?
drift by.
She's flying when all of a sudden you like see like a fluctuation of power and everything spikes or whatever, and nothing seems to happen. The ship continues flying, even though it was like having struggles for a second. It continues flying, and then is anybody on the bridge or with her? Anybody on the bridge while she's flying or no?
Always.
Cattle's always there. That's where he lives.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cattle, you hear her going like, are you fucking kidding me? This piece of shit ship can't even fly? Like, are you kidding me right now? This thing is garbage. It's like, I don't even know how to handle this thing. This is garbage. And like, she's like cussing up a storm and saying things in Torian that are just very naughty and whatnot. And so she's being very upset about this. Only you hear that. Because you, at your console, realized that your console had all of its power taken from it. She shut down communications.
It's not like we need to talk to Omega. It's like,
Yeah,
hey,
it's
if
not
we're
like we
coming
need
into land,
boarding
is that
permission.
okay? Boom, we get just blasted.
She's like, what would you rather I do? Take power from the weapons?
Yeah, I guess you're right. We will need to get communications back up though before we actually try to dock with Omega.
Yeah, you're good call, Captain. We need that done. And she's going over, and as she like comes out of the relay jump, which again lasts for a couple of days, when she comes out of the relay jump, she finally turns to you afterwards and is like, I'm about to start lining up and sending us for the next jump unless you want to fix communications now. Best guess, a day, but Winnie's on it, so it could be quicker.
Would it be able to fix that during the jump?
No, because you need that power to help stabilize the systems and keep the engines going.
I'll just tell her. I'll get Winnie on it. It shouldn't take too long.
Okay. So she's doing that, but she does bring up one other thing to you. She's like, I did want to let you know something though. Your console's dead, right? Like that's not working. And she taps on like the monitor, and she's like, why does this say it's working perfectly fine? It's saying the power draw for communications is actually functioning with more power drawn than usual. Why is it saying this even though the system's down?
Would that be from the time that we rigged the beacon? And that's like, I just look at it and it's like, oh, yeah, right. This ship used to belong to some humans, and that was part of a little trick we played on them. Let's just put it like that.
Can you fix it? Because that's kind of annoying me. It's like a blinking red
imagine
light
with
in my
a few
face.
beeps, we'd just be able to take it down.
Okay, so yeah, boop, 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 it comes down. And when you say the ships used to be human or whatever, she's like, wait, if this is a human ship, does this mean like when an emergency happens, all of the lights get dark and they just start blinking red lights? Because that's like super not efficient and shouldn't happen. Like why are we
imagine
making the
we
entire
with
ship
that at
dark
some
and
point.
making it so we can't see anything while we're going through an emergency crisis?
Yeah, humans are kind of weird like that. I'm sure Winnie can do something about that.
Or at least replace the lights with something nicer, like pink.
We're going to pink alert.
Scramble the harem.
All right, so you guys are you get that down, and Winnie starts working on it. Winnie rolled her electronics check, and it was ridiculous. And actually, Erin, within 6 hours, you get the thing back online, and it's literally like while she's flying over and trying to line up with the other thing, you literally delay the jump to the next jump by just a handful of hours, like almost nothing. It's like, oh, okay, we don't have. At one point in time, another ship does come up and line up with their with the relay and jumps, and when that happens, you guys don't know whether or not they scan you or anything because your communications are down, so you don't know what information they're gleaming off of you if they want to. So they do kind of take a route that lines them up with the relay, but comes past you very close, and almost one of those, like, you can feel it in the hull of the ship because your ship's not very good. You can feel the vibrations of their engine kind of like throwing off EZO and stuff like that into space. Because space. And then eventually get it online, and she's going to do another jump.
Yeah, Krax is definitely on the weapons while communications is down. So
Smart.
he's probably like targeting that ship the entire time, just waiting for them to make a move.
They go through the jump.
Just waiting for them to make a move. Then he fired.
Oh.
Point blank range. Nice, guys. We got a
This
great
pilot
pilot.
is a piece of fucking bantha podu.
Oh, God. This
We
is
got a great
awful.
pilot here,
I'm rolling so bad for the
5
poor
is even
pilot.
worse than before.
Oh, the poor
the
pilot. I'm
worst
rolling so
pilot.
bad. This is awful. Okay.
I mean, this is a worse result than before.
so she's so angry at the thing because it's not functioning, right? She's not able to get it to work. So it's literally one of those systems aren't working, and because Cattle happens to be in the ship with her, she's like this damn human ship just doesn't work. She's like, do I need to drop out of the jump, or am I gonna sacrifice something to keep pushing?
We missed by 2, so it probably wouldn't be too bad if we dropped out of jump. Like, we have enough supplies for it, but
You guys last, by the way,
Otherwise-
instead of 80 days now, you last 60 days because you have 4 people on the ship now. I'm sorry, 5 people on the ship now.
yeah.
Oh, 50 days. 80, 65 days.
I think just
7
dropping
days.
out's gonna be
Just
fine.
decide one. Go
70
with
days.
it.
Yeah,
Just pick one.
just take us out of it.
Okay, so you just drop out, and so she does so, and she drops out. Oh my God, Erin, the spikes in the engine. You need to make for me right now a fix check because the engine is getting blown to shit from what she's doing. So if you do well, you stop a crisis from happening to the ship.
Okay. Can
Please
I
do.
add? Yeah. Do I get to add my techno dependent to this as well, or
I
just modify,
remind me
repair,
again
salvage?
because I wrote it, but I don't remember all the details because there's so many things.
Modify, repair, or salvage.
I'm gonna say
Remember,
no
yeah.
because it's not a modify or a repair or a salvage.
Yeah. This is preventative.
Correct.
Got it.
You actually, so as the thing goes down and just there's a huge spike of energy, a huge spike of heat and whatnot, you open the exhaust enough to just blow the heat out of the ship without having it like flood into like where Krax is or whatever and to like fry him or anything. That huge spike of energy that happens, you're actually able to divert that spike of energy over to an area with like some where like the system that handles like the shields and power cells and stuff like that. And so it overloads the shields temporarily and kind of like causes them to like blink and fizz out for a bit, but almost immediately start coming back online, so it doesn't hurt it. One of the Type B power cells that you always have on the ship just literally explodes, and it's one of those things where it scares everybody because it's like, oh shit, like there's an explosion. You know, Krax goes running towards the explosion while everybody else is startled by it. But there's a little explosion which does do charring and like dent some metal, but doesn't harm anybody. It's not dangerous for anybody. And you're able to divert most of the things. No catastrophic things happen. Just a little like, whew, okay, we made it through this. And you're now floating in space between the Eagle Nebula and the Omega Nebula. So he's kind of like floating in space there. With your communication systems, Rick, why don't you roll for me a perception intelligence to find out where it is, or you can even do, because you're using star charts. Perception intelligence works. To find out where it is you guys are. You're not sure right now. You're going to be able to check your data banks to see if you can find stuff based off of like triangulating, like a quick check. You don't know. You can spend a lot more time checking it and check your data banks to see if you can figure that stuff out in the future, to see if that's an option.
Next time in Mass Effect. Lost in space.
Hello.
Captain Cattle on the Space Harem, lost in space. The only way to stay warm is to cuddle up with each other.
Ooh, Captain Cuddle. Captain Cuddle and the Cuddleettes. All right, Frank. Frank, that works. Frank, who are you? How do we find you? I was gonna say Rick, but they both have names. Frank, who are you?
You can find me here on Wednesdays. Or Wednesdays, because my name is Mario. Hi, I'm Controller Frank. You can find me at Controller Frank on Twitter and Twitch. Not really doing all that much lately. Going really hard into watching Black Sails. Really wish that ship combat wasn't awful in D&D, because it's really slow. Because I would totally do that.
Well, make it better. It's 5e, man.
I could,
Make it
but
better.
I'm lazy.
That's something I need to do. Airship combat rules.
Yeah, it's just like really slow, because ship combat, it's like takes hours, literally, sometimes even days. So kind of hard to do in the RPG setting. But hey, I'm the community manager for Roger Crone's Space Vikings. Come join us on that Discord, or don't. Do what you want. You're a free person, unless you're not.
What are you?
I'm an expensive person.
I'm passing out slowly right now because I once again just went immediately to work, or from work to here.
Someone speak up. Don't let Frank just fall as
Rick, you're next.
Yeah, I'm slowly falling asleep right now.
Hi, I'm Derp Digital. You can find me over at youtube.com/derpdigital, so very convenient. I upload Let's Plays there. Currently, I'm playing through Bomber Crew, which is basically FTL crew management in a World War II bomber. And we fly over France and we bomb the crap out of it. And that's a lot of fun. I also occasionally, once in a blue moon, stream on twitch.tv/derpdigital. I'll probably stream Bomber Crew at some point soon. I might go stream some more Elite Dangerous at some point. Who knows? I might bring Daleric along if he's up to it. Yeah, that's pretty much me.
I like Elite Dangerous. It makes me happy. It's a good game.
It's a fun game.
Ollie, you're next. Who are you?
I'm Ollie. Slightly different than normal. In 2 hours is our stream with me, because I am an hour behind, because the British clocks went back an hour before your clocks go back. So it is 2 hours until the Yavaskate stream.
Are we cutting it short then? Because my baby comes home.
Oh, I guess we would have to, yeah.
Because
I can't make it earlier for the people who are in this country. So yeah, it'd have to be short. But that's fine, because we're doing a one shot anyway. So
3-hour one shot.
I also do art streams. I didn't do one on Tuesday, but I should do one on Friday. And then I'm probably playing more Mario on Sunday. It's fun. If you want to vicariously live your Nintendo nostalgia through me, if you don't want to buy a Switch, that's the way to do it. Watch my stream on Sunday.
Is it technically nostalgia if the game is brand new?
It does a lot of callbacks, like a lot of callbacks.
Oh, that's cool.
Games.
That's cool. I watched you. Playing it once, and I was like, "Wow, this game looks so awesome." But I don't have a Switch because adults don't use handhelds. I had a Game Boy Color.
Mine is not handheld. Mine is like Frankenstein with so many cables coming out of it right now. But like everything there's a lot of 64 callbacks, Mario 64 callbacks.
Cool.
Just, Nintendo's realized how they make money, so they're doing it.
Yeah.
I had a Game Boy Color like years ago, like 1995 or 3. Playing like Metroid or whatever.
Are we gonna be comparing Game Boys now? Because in that case, I'm gonna pull out a trump card.
What is it? Oh no.
Literally
Original?
Is it like
Original.
original Game Boy?
I got a Game Boy Advance SP at some point, and it's literally I've got a little collector's edition of it.
Nice.
With Pokemon
So,
Sapphire, I got like a little Kyogre bag with it, and it's got like a little
Okay.
color scheme for it as well.
But I'm
The
gonna
Game
trump
Boy
you on
Advance
your
SP
trump.
was the best.
And it's got a little Kyogre
See,
in like.
I never
little
played
bottom
Game Boy
there.
Advance. That was
And-
after my day.
The
And,
SP
yeah,
This
was
thing was my
fantastic. It had, like,
childhood,
the
man.
backlight into it. Yeah.
So I'm gonna trump your trump card.
Go ahead.
I don't even know what that
The
is.
original Game Boy Color Pokemon Handbook.
Oh, huh. See, I
Oh.
have a Game Boy Color. I don't even know if it works because who plays original game, like who plays Game Boy Color?
Lots of people.
A lot of people.
Huh.
They have them available for like 3DS now. You can download it.
I used to have the Game Boy that was the big gray one that was like made this look small. You know what I mean? Like okay, I'm getting arthritis holding this thing playing, original no color Game Boy. Like
I'll admit that I can't
This is
really
about-
play handheld games at the moment anymore. They don't. I've got a 3DS. For some reason, they don't stick to me anymore.
Erin, who are you? How can we find you? Because we haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, I'm Aaron. I'm on Twitch and I'm on Twitter, and I'm here on Wednesdays and here on Fridays, where we will be doing ship combat, and it won't be boring. It won't take hours.
You can hope.
I'm gonna. There's a nuclear option for that.
That's true.
Awesome.
That's my character.
Well, I'm excited for this game next week. And starting next week, we'd actually start moving because now we're getting rid of like the initial
Tutorial
stuff. We're actually getting into the characters and start getting into the game itself, which is loads of fun. So that next week here will be a lot of fun. Come by Ollie's channel, twitch.tv/Allurant in 2 hours to watch us play some Yavik Scare, which is cool whenever we do these one-shots or side quests or whatever it is, because we get to know a little bit more about the world itself as opposed to just the characters, the primary characters and their story and their arc or whatever. We get to know more about the world because the whole thing is homebrewed by Ollie, but you'll find out more in 2 hours over there. Peace.
Bye.